So when it comes to all these crises, and all these crisis actors and such, I wanted to break down some words here, do a little bit of breakdown of these words and the etymology. So there's a reason why they call them eyewitnesses, okay? Because it's what the eye witnesses. They're eyewitnesses, witnesses for the eye. There's a reason they call eyewitness. It's a little bit subliminal there. So the eye, the all-seeing eye, connection to the elite. So with these eyewitnesses these days to these crises, what they're doing is these eyewitnesses, witnesses for the eye, cry ISIS. They're ISIS, cry ISIS, crisis. You break down these words into the etymology. All right, so eyewitness is a person who has personally seen something happen and so can give a first-hand description of it, right? Observer, onlooker, witness, all these different things. Watcher, viewer, passerby. So there's a reason why they like to use this stuff, because it still goes with their occult society. It falls in line with their symbolism and things. So of course, there's a reason why it's, they control the opposition. It's controlled. It's just another form of distraction, controlled opposition. So the eyewitnesses are witnesses for the eye. Okay, not every eyewitness is a shill, but so then you have eye, right? The word eye. Look up the meaning. It's easy. Look up the meaning of the word eye. Probably don't have to do this, but definition, whatever, eye. Things in eye, whatever. Watch closely with interest, to eye, right? To observe, to view, consider, gaze. So this, and then wit, right? Wit is what? Intelligence. Mental sharpness, cementness. So aptitude. So the whole word eye, witness. We have ness. I looked this up, try to find the etymology of the word ness. Old English from nace, or ness, whatever. Middle Old German, Icelandic. It's nose. See. Is it going to find anything here? Ness, rainy weather, wetness, Nessa. I saw before I clicked on this, it was like saying nausea or nausea, like nausea, I don't know. So something spellifying quality of state. The ness, right? Kindness, goodness, darkness, right? It's like. So there's something to this, and then crisis, time of intense trouble, difficult trouble, danger, time when a difficult or important decision must be made, turn point of a disease, an important change takes place, indicating either recovery or death. All right, so crisis, you get the word cry or cree. You look up the etymology, you get, crier, right? Basically, and then, you break down the word, other half of it, other part of it, Isis. Isis is major goddess, ancient Egypt, but, Osiris, which is the eye. There's so much symbolism in this world, and like with language and, translating words. It's just absolutely fascinating studying words and things like that. But I just wanted to bring that up when it comes to crisis actors, all the symbolism. I just want to point it out that when you break down these words, you get eye, right? The wit. So the illuminated eye. You get eyewitness. Crisis, to cry, right? To speak out. And also Isis, goddess of like basically destruction and death or whatever. So cry Isis, so crisis, almost like to cry Isis. So the eyewitness to a crisis is the basically the crier of Isis, the crier of the destruction. And it's just, I don't know, you could just see it different ways, but I just wanted to break that down. You can play with it however you want, but I thought that was interesting how it was, again, right in front of our faces. There's a reason why they call them eyewitnesses, It's not just what the eye witnesses, it's the representation of what the eye witnesses. And in today's times with crisis actors and disinformants and shills, it's what the eye wants you to witness. It's what, ever since 9/11, even before that, It's what they want you to believe. It's the official story. You know, they still say, oh, someone's a witness. You know what I'm saying? Someone's a witness. But sometimes you will hear them, they will specifically use the term eyewitness, right? And the word I is also I, right? I, as in me, eyewitness. So you have so many different ways you can decipher this. You know what I'm saying? You decipher the words. And then again, cry. You know, you change this into a Y. And you get that. To shed that, you know, what if that's a word? Keep fucking typing. Creed. No, that's just autocorrect, but anyways, but this, you know, you play around with certain things. It's interesting to play around with words, and I haven't even scratched the surface. I mean, you could still cross-reference a lot of these words and the different spellings, different meanings through, I don't know, Hebrew, Latin, some of the ancient cultures, you know, most traditional languages, or, you know, earliest civilizations and stuff. And you probably get all different kinds of meanings, and then all of a sudden they turn into different words. Etymology, the study of words is fascinating. I mean, it's just like such an interesting rabbit hole where it goes from there. So, you know, you get all different kinds of things. So I wanted to bring that up, make a little video about that. All right.